Greetings to Tarot Blessings. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a reading for the collective. This is a timeless reading, so within the sound of my voice, if it resonates with you and you've heard this message, take it how it resonates with you. If it doesn't, that's fine. You know, it may apply to someone else in your life. It may not apply at all. It's all good. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please share it with anyone that you think it resonates with, or if they just like the way I read. All of that's fine. So we're going to do, again, reading for the collective. All my cards are pre-shuffled. I read intuitively. I channel. So not only do I read the cards, I read what they look like. And there may be some actual readings involved, meaning I have a wonderful deck that comes with a book that, you know, it's so deep. It's Angels and Ancestors Oracle Cards by Kyle Gray. It's beautifully illustrated by Lily Moses. It's a phenomenal deck. So I like to pull those oracle cards toward the end and give you what the final message is. So today, again, I'm going to read these cards for the collective. I am going to channel the message and, again, take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, leave it behind. It's all good. Like, share, subscribe. All right. Guardians of the four corners, Mother in the earth, Father in the sky, angels, ancestors, and sacred ones, I call on you and I welcome you here and now. All right, so what's going on today for the collective? Awakening. Ooh. Two of earth. Four air. High priestess. Make sure you see these. Ten of air. Nine of air. Okay. And some of you are going through an awakening, but you have to get prepared. So if you can't see it, I like to read my cards because, you know, the illustrators do a great job and so do the card creators. But this is look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Some of you are coming clearer to who you are, what you are, what you need to do with yourself. You know, just life in general. You're coming into being in the sense that you're not hanging around trying to figure it out. You figured it out. You open your eyes. And you realize the importance of being yourself. That's true. That's deep. Now, the two of earth is there a lot of balance issues that are happening. Too much going on at once. Needs to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. You have to balance out some things. Once you awaken, you start figuring out how to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Four air. Now, if you're not as familiar with tarot, this is the Hangman. This is Two of Pentacles. This is Four of Swords. Four of Swords is that restful time, that period. And it sounds like you had an awakening, trying to figure out how to balance. So much is going on, but you're going to need a rest period in this journey. You're going to need to come to terms with something, and it's going to take you to slow down and contemplate what that is. Let's see what the card says. Time to rest, take a vacation, allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide an answer. So yeah, you kind of need to slow down. Take a pause, stop what you're doing, stop, think. This awakening could bring about massive changes in your life, but you may be feeling like it's overwhelming, and that may be what's causing you to feel imbalanced. So the high priestess, she's out now. She's about your intuition, knowing who you are, like this awakening, but trusting the spirits, trusting your guides, trusting your own personal intuition, that voice from God. And it says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. So all of these cards so far talk about careful consideration, waking up, figuring out some things, getting them into alignment and balance, rest, meditation, contemplation, and once again, trusting your intuition with careful consideration. And it sounds like, because there's going to be a Ten of Swords, Ten of Air moment. End of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. Expect to get better now, recovering from an addiction. Ten of Air is also the Ten of Swords. It comes to bring a final chop, a final break, a final release of a situation. It is the cutting. It is done. When this card shows up, whether it's swords or Ten of Air, it shows up in your life as an ending. And yeah, a decision has been made, whether you made it or the universe made it or someone else made it. It is over, whatever it is, and it's probably got you awakening and shaking you up. And then this Nine of Air, you're all in your head in the Nine of Air. You're expecting the worst, self-fulfilling process, nightmares. What is this? Sleepless nights. Again, nightmares. You waking yourself up right now. You're not getting rest. You're not getting sleep. Still not getting any sleep due to the Two of Earth. You're balancing things in your mind. You're trying to figure out what's your next move. But the Four of Air is saying, slow down, stop for a moment, hold on. You can't keep going. You gotta stop and really meditate, think about it, and then trust your intuition. What is the next step unfolding before me? What do I want? What is Spirit leading me to do? What's at the bottom of the deck? Let's see. Oh, Ten of Fire. Wow, that coincides with everything here. Ten of Fire. This is the bottom of the deck. Ten of Fire. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is all about balance. Stress-related health concerns. If you don't slow down like this for Earth, you got to worry. Because this is burdens. You know, this is the Ten of Wands. This is burdens. You're carrying too many burdens. You don't have enough help. Or you're not asking for help. Or you don't know who to ask for help. Or you're feeling helpless. Whatever the case may be, you have too much going on. And you need the balance. You need to pay attention to what's happening in your life. You need the High Priestess. You need to be listening to your intuition. And you're getting sleepless nights. Let's clarify some cards. See what might be keeping us up. What is this awakening about? Why are we having a hangman moment where we are hanging around observing ourselves? It's like an outer body experience. What's holding us back, but opening our eyes at the same time? Tell me more, Tarot. Well, there she goes again, the High Priestess. The High Priestess said, wake up. Listen, you're not listening. Or maybe you're just now getting to a point where you're finally listening. Spirit has been trying to talk to you. And maybe you finally heard the call. You finally heard what Spirit had to say. Yeah. Tell me more, Tarot. Tell me more. Mm-hmm. Because you wasn't listening to the truth. When the ace is upright, it's all about the truth coming. All right? But your intuition is saying, okay, you were not paying attention to the truth. That message that you needed was delayed. But now you're awakening, so we want to take that. We will take that. Okay, Two of Earth. Tell me more, Tarot. Tell me more for the collective about the Two of Earth. The Two of Earth in reverse. Wow. You see this? This I can't make this up. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. You are stressing yourself, going back and forth, back and forth. I don't think you know which way to go or how to get there. But again, let's get more on that. Because you need to nurture yourself. You see this Queen of Cups? She's the nurturer. She's that love goddess. She's holding that chalice of love. She will nurture you. She will support you. You know, just be honest with yourself. Be honest with her. There's support there. That's what that's telling me. There's support there for you. But you're overthinking it, overstressing it, and underutilizing the support that's there. But she's coming to help you. He, she, it doesn't matter. Divine masculine, divine feminine. There is a nurturer in your midst. And you need to reach out to her. So tell me more about this for air tarot. The world. I see this right here, that the world needs to stop just for you. The world needs to stop. You need to stop in the middle of the world, in the midst of things. Like, cancel life for today and just relax. You know, sometimes they say, you know, Netflix, you can Netflix and chill with yourself. Get some popcorn. You don't have to have popcorn. Get your snack on, something to drink. Sit on that couch, get that remote. Just take a pause. Just take what they call a wellness day, just for yourself. Be in your own world for a minute. Give yourself time to decompress from the stress or whatever's on your head, because it's a lot. And it coincides with that Ten of Fire burden. Okay, what else you got here? Oh, yeah. So whatever's causing you to go within had a lot to do with a third-party situation, or the fact that you were working tirelessly by yourself while others watched you. You worked so hard to get your coins, and people just stood aside and watched you do it. You know how they say some people are very strong, and a lot of folks don't check on the strong people. They don't bother. They figure, well, they got it. They don't need me. They got it. That might be what you're dealing with. And now you're hitting a brick wall. And that's what happened is a lot of times when you hit a brick wall, it's because your body has decided to shut down on you. And then you get colds, your immune system goes down, but you start to shut down from overwork, from stress. Tell me more about this High Priestess. Wow. Tell me more about the High Priestess. Oh. Alright, so you have a love situation. So perhaps the imbalance could be that there's one person in the household, maybe the mother, maybe the father, but somebody is taking on more than their share. That could be you taking on more than your share, right? It's a lovely union between two people. The love is there, but you are burdening yourself. I'm getting that within the sound of my voice. If you're listening, you're the one, or you know someone who is going through this, where they're taking more of the share of the load. They're taking the burden of the household. It could be that there's a father who he's working and the mother's at home, but maybe work demands are becoming too much, and mom might need to find a job, put the kids in school, or it could be that she could do some type of side work to help bring some income in. Maybe he could work less if she did, or it could just be that maybe one person is pulling their weight romantically and the other one is not. But there's an imbalance, as we can see here. But there's someone willing to nurture. Someone has the love. There's love there. There is love there. This Two of Swords is chaotic mindset. You know, the Two of Swords, she's blindfolded, but she has two swords for either side. She could swing them swords either way. But it's really a person pretending that there's not a problem. Not acknowledging the problems in their world and making a decision about it. And this High Priestess is saying, nope, you have to look at things the way they are and make a decision. This High Priestess is saying you have to wake up and realize you're hiding the truth. You're delaying the truth of the matter because you're not making decisions, not good decisions at least. And you know what it is. So you know what you have to do ultimately. And that's what that intuition is saying. You're not confused. There might be a choice about something you don't want to make. And Ten of Air came to say, whether you make the choice or not, the universe will make the choice. So it's better you go with it, or it's going to be very hard on you. But it will end a difficult situation. So whatever needs to come to a close, it's going to close. Whether you want it to, whether you want to be stagnant, whether you want to stay in hangman energy, you can be awake to it. You'll be awake. It's like you're supposed to be under anesthesia, but you're awake the whole time that surgery's going down. And the surgery has to happen. But you didn't expect to be paying attention, hearing the doctors and knowing what they're doing the whole time. You were supposed to be completely unconscious, but you're not. You got to be awake because that surgery's about to happen. Tell me more. Wow. To enter into a battle with someone or someone's. And that's coming. That Ten of Air is going to end conflict, disagreements, fears. It's going to shut all that stuff down that creates the shadow over you, that creates the imbalance, that creates the burdens. Ten of Air is coming to shut all that foolishness down. That fear, lack of fear. I don't know what you got going on, but the Ten of Air is about to eradicate. The moon, whether you reverse it or not, it definitely indicates fears, things of the unknown, things that are hidden. This is why you got the High Priest twice, because there's a knowing that you have. You ever have a feeling when you know your intuition is working? Somebody will say something to you or something will happen. You'll say, it's more to it than that. I don't feel like I got the full picture. That's what these fears, clearing of the air will do. Is it'll clear up those feelings that you had, like, oh, that's why it didn't settle with me, what was going on. Now, Nine of Air. Nine of Cups. Somebody's fearful that their love will be rejected. And the Queen of Pentacles. Oh. Now, we already established that Queen of Cups is your girl. Okay? And the High Priestess is that, excuse me, I can't even talk today. Somebody is having an issue with talking. The High Priestess is your intuition talking to you, right? telling you have a nurturer here. But this Queen of Pentacles, in reverse, she's not a happy person. She disrupts the home life and creates havoc. That's a miserable home life. And the King of Pentacles, if you know about him, he's more about order and authority. But in reverse, he's more about problems and especially money problems. And so is she. But he is corrupt. Well, the Queen of Pentacles is corruption in the home. The home is corrupt. But there's a Knight of Cups, who may have been trying to give his cup of love to her, and she's turned away. As you can see, these cards, he's heading toward her. She has her back to him. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. She has her back to him. So he wants to bring her his cup of love, and she's like, no, I'm not satisfied. No. And that's what's keeping him up at night. This Nine of Air. Nine of Swords is keeping him up at night. Why won't she take my cup? Why won't she love me? Why won't she be my Queen of Cups? This is who I want to give it to. Why? But there's something going on with her. We're going to get some clarification on that. And the Ten of Air. Let's get the Ten of Air. More energy. We got the Five of Wands, Five of Air, same thing. Alright. There is the delay in the message and the blessing. And then we got underneath the deck, we got the Hangman in reverse, which is, we have the Hangman over here, now we have the Hangman over here in reverse. Alright. There's a delay of a blessing, but there's also a lot of bickering. And that's creating the burden. There's news about good money coming, but it can't come because it's too much fighting. Let me see. I don't think y'all can see it. It's too much fighting. Alright? The Five of Wands. There's just, nobody's listening. Everybody's got something to say, but nobody's paying attention. Somebody has to be number one. They don't care. Page of Pentacles. The delay in the blessings coming. But somebody wanted to bring it, but you can if you fighting, because nobody's listening. It's nothing but conflict. So you got this burden, this Ten of Air. It's too much. It's too much. That's too much. Oh, right. So what's next? Let's clarify what's going on next for the collective. For those within the sound of my voice, and whenever you reach this timeless, like, click, and subscribe if you resonate with this reading today. But what is going on with the collective? The Chariot. Oh, somebody wants to go. Maybe that's what the intuition in the awakening is talking about. All of that is saying time to move on. And it would make sense. You got the Ten of Air to cut loose from this situation. Especially a situation that's keeping you up at night. Causing you need to rest. Causing you to take on too many burdens to the point where you need rest and relaxation. This Ten of Air could have meant, I would say, that there's a release of this burden. But clearly, clarifying it shows that this active arguments and disagreements. There's active third-party situations that are not cooperative with you, affecting your world. There is active time to slow down. Your body's going to shut down on you. You're going to lose your immune system, or I should say it's going to lessen on you to the point where you're not going to have a choice. It's not going to be I think I'll meditate and go walk barefoot on the ground. You're going to be like, you know what? I feel like I could collapse. That's not where you want to be. You're too imbalanced. You're so imbalanced that you got the Two of Earth upright and upside down. In reverse, excuse me. And then you got this Hangman here. So you got two high priests, two hangmans, two of earths, and then you have twos. Two of swords, two of cups, and two of earths. So there's a strong need for balance. A strong need for balance. But these swords are cutting these things away so you can move on. Now, you move on with the chariot. The chariot doesn't have reins. Okay? You move the chariot with your integrity, with your will, with your purpose. And your purpose is to move on from this situation. But with all this stagnant energy of imbalance, let's see what else we get. Two of wands. So now you have every two on the board. Two of earth, two of wands, two of cups, which is love, and then two of swords. And this two of wands in reverse also represents making decisions. Are your decisions going against you? Are you having a hard time thinking about what it is that you need to be doing? Is there an inequality or imbalance? I mean, all it's telling me is a bunch of imbalance. Everything in reverse. I should say not everything, but your twos. Money matters. Once again, somebody feeling taken for granted. I mean, I don't know. You tell me, or you tell you. You don't have to tell me. You can tell me in the comments if you want to. But yeah, like, why are you so? You need to move on from it. The 10 of airs, cutting things out of your life. The fear, the bickering, the lack of support, the fights, whatever it is. This is a very imbalanced situation. Let's see. Okay. Get another card down. Justice. Ooh. Well, that's beautiful. So you're going to get justice. But it sounds like you're going to get justice when you move on from this imbalance. The universe wants to give you justice. The universe wants to balance. Now, that's the crazy part here. The justice card is all about balance with all this imbalance. So the universe is saying you're not supposed to be in an imbalanced state. There's something you have to let go. And it sounds like it must be a very hard decision to let it go. To be able to give your cup of love to someone. To be able to have unification with whoever you're supposed to be with. To be nurtured. To be able to trust your intuition. To be awakened. To have the world in a rightful state. Justice, balance to a situation. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read from my Angels and Ancestors deck. First card up. Autumn. Release the old and rest. Wow. I didn't even get to read it yet. Summer. Bask in the joy and the light. And last but not least, one more. Okay, that one wanted to come out. Actually, two came out. All right. Well, just from the card alone, before I read anything to you, you have released the old and rest. Four airs not telling you to release the old and rest. bask in the joy and the light. So good, you got justice coming, so you got light coming. Retreat and recharge. And then you have take note of intuitive messages. The priest. How many times she had to come up and tell you, pay attention, right? So the universe is screaming at you. So let's read autumn. All right. All right. Release all of the pressure and expectations weighing you down. Shed it all so you can recover before moving into the time of renewal. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for for the long cold winter and must let go of all the weight they're carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. Sometimes you too have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card. Oh, let me stop right there. Wow. It just hit me with this card. Surrendering the battle. Oh. You're having a battle within. This might be your shadow side all along. If this doesn't resonate with you, that this is a relationship you're in, this is a battle within yourself. It is why you can't find balance. There is some inner child work and healing you need to do to feel more stable in your world, in your life. Okay? So if this is not playing out to be a scenario that involves 2 or more people, it means there's some shadow work. It's why you have the intuitive card here, that priest, why you have that moon card. Oh, this is clearing it up. Okay, let me finish reading. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. The Celtic and animal medicine, and raven and the bird of healing and initiation. The healing it brings a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs, desires, and be better supported. Some of you might want to consider visiting with a psychotherapist to work out some past situations, some triggers, to help you find a life balance. Yeah, I'm getting chills. Spirit is telling me yes. There's someone that needs some outside support. You might need to go and lay down on a chair of a psychiatrist. Not because there's something wrong with you, but just to help you with tools to find your balance. A personal story, when my husband and I should say, lost a baby after the child was born, the doctor recommended a nurse who specialized in pregnancy loss. We had never felt a need to ever go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist, ever. We just didn't until that point. And it never felt more right to make that decision because it was something we had never gone through before. And we wanted to get our minds and our hearts right, prepared as much as we can to cope with the loss, because it was our first child together. We had no other children. It was an exciting time, all for it not to work out as planned, and the child did not make it. So we took the time, we took our hard-earned money, and we visited this nurse, practitioner, or psychologist several times, and it was definitely helpful, even to this day, and it's 18 years later. So if you are feeling so imbalanced within yourself, if the battle is within you, if the battle is in your mind, seek support. Seek support. Go see someone to get your balance so you can have balance and justice for yourself. Release the old and rest your mind. Oh my gosh. Okay. You know what is heavy, what is holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream? Like the trees letting go of the leaves and the fruit in autumn, it's time to let it go. When you hold on, you try to control reality, and that never works. When you let go, you make space for the new to enter your life. You're being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward, and you can do this. When the autumn card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate a coming of autumn will usher in important energies to regard your situations and attention. But on your behalf, I think this is more about you finding that inner balance and letting go of some things that have been in your way. So summertime, this card I'm reading now, summer. Rise up and open your wings, shine. Bring your project and plans into the light, into manifestation. Summer has always been recognized as the time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in full bloom. Animals are enjoying freedom of the wild summer days and nights. People are taking holiday, basking in the sunshine, being lifted energetically by the light and the warmth. This is a perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy the moment and not rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure and enjoyment and expansion. There's a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is an inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives, it will help usher in important energies in regards to your questions and intentions. All right, so the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is also talking about retreat and recharge. And maybe you should go on a retreat, perhaps. Sometimes it's not a psychiatrist you need. Sometimes it's a spa treatment. Sometimes it's a conference. There's all kinds of spa conferences you can go to and retreats that you can go to. And when you go to these retreats, you can, you get all kind of herbal teas and natural drinks to detoxify you. You may be putting away the phone for the whole weekend, so you are just focused on only you and purging and cleansing and, just relaxing. Okay, let me read this card. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. The Hermit card is one of solitude and meditation. It represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within, and if you don't take the time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the messages that are rising up inside you. What did I tell you about that high priestess and this four of air? All right. The cross-leg meditation position of the cave-dwelling sadhu on the card is an invitation to harness the power of your meditation space. The Sri Yantra symbol behind him represents the union of masculine and feminine energy, hence the support from Mother, Father, God. You have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may be becoming draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So you are being guided to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your over-involvement could impede the progress. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could be a larger impact in your life, spend time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. You hear that, y'all? Slow down. Go within so you can make your decisions. Don't rush yourself. Don't rush the process. so that you can make a balanced decision. All right. And this is the last card for y'all. Use your intuition, practice discernment, see through illusion and blockages. The moon is strongly associated with the divine feminine and the energy of receiving. If the sun is God, the moon is goddess, and so she offers a powerful energy of polarity and balance. She has a cyclic energy that is therefore strongly connected to emotions, which often come and go in waves, and to somewhat interesting behavior. So when the moon appears in a reading, you are often being told that not everything is as it seems. The moon has a dark side, just dark, not negative, and can show you what you've been kept in the dark about. Lunar energies are surrounding your life, allowing you to understand what is standing in your way. Not everything is as it seems, and you're being guided to use your discernment. Excuse me. When the moon card appears, intuitive or psychic urges are increased, so take note of any feelings arising at this time. They are messages from your soul and angels. The moon shines her light on all that has been kept in the dark. So ask yourself if you are avoiding anything or refusing to deal with something of importance. If so, it could be holding you in the shadows when your destiny is to be in the light. If this card appears when you feel someone isn't being completely real with you, know that their intentions will be revealed. The moon has no secrets. She reveals all. What's done in the darkness will be shown in the light. I promise you that. So everything that's surrounding this situation, we talked about pretending that there's not a problem when there is a problem. We talked about the truth coming out even though you don't, you either you are in denial about it or somebody's not being honest about it. But the truth is coming out. The truth will be revealed, whether or not someone wants to hold on to the truth. So, since this reading was very heavy, deep, let's laugh a little bit. But heed the words of what I'm saying to you. If this situation is not a third-party, two-party situation where there's other people involved, then it may be you. You may need to seek some help in various forms. It could be anything. It could be, like I said, it could be meditation. You could do guided meditation on YouTube. You could go see someone, expert, vet them out, make sure that they're worth their salt, look at their reviews. Make sure whatever issues you might be having that they cover those type of issues. They're not just taking your money. Go within, do some shadow work. Look up Carl Jung. I think it's Carl Jung. Or Jung. Dig into what shadow work is. Shadow work is getting to know you, all sides of you, and then coming up with that balance of who you are. That's what that. Excuse me, I dropped the card. That's what that's about. All right. All right, Rebel deck. Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. Some of y'all may need to sleep a little more. But yeah, you missing something. You missing something. Pay attention. Wake up in that minute. Wake up your mind. You might need some rest, but wake up your mind. What's this? Shame, regret, and guilt. Those are all just bullshit. Forgive and let that shit go. What that card say? I'm sorry. Release the old and rest. Shame will have you trapped. Shame, regret, and guilt. They are bullshit. They will have you trapped. You can't let go. You feel that this person has something over me, or this situation has something over me, and I can't let anybody know what I did, or I might have to keep doing things to cover this up. Don't. Stop. Just stop. Be you. Let it go. When you walk into a room, not everyone can see that you're nervous, so don't. Be. Don't focus on what you think somebody can see. Focus on just being yourself. One more. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. That goes back to rest, relaxation, meditation. Slow your mind down. Slow your mind down. Don't rush to do anything. And that's what the cards are telling you. Don't rush to do anything. Take your time. Meditate. Be sure of what you're doing before it. Listen to that intuition. Let the moon expose the secrets and the lies that are maybe trying to keep you in shame and regret and guilt. Let everything play out. Let everything play out. So I hope you enjoy this reading today. I hope you take what resonates with you and leave anything behind that does not resonate with you. If it does, or you're watching for someone and it makes sense, it applies to their life, like, click, share, subscribe to the channel. We're a new channel, but we have been doing tarot for a little while now, and I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy this message and our future messages. Again, this is a timeless message, so whenever you see this may apply to your life. It's not time stamped for a particular age or date. You can see this 5 years from now and it may apply or resonate. So again, this is Tarot Blessings. Thank you for watching. Until next time.